Hello and welcome to Famicast 191, your Famicast for the early part of February 2021. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and right now I'm joined by Mr. Cat Drugs himself.
Hell yeah, what's good? What's poppin'?
Not much, man. How things been going?
Great. I have all these boxes of UFO catcher trash.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Your room is just a collection of boxes. There's like nothing else in there.
Right. Right. Like, yeah, I need to break down more of these boxes, get them stored away or toss them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of like what my house was around like New Year's and stuff, because, here in Japan, they didn't collect garbage for a while. So like, for like a week, you just have like just shit all over the place in your house. And it's wonderful. But we also, a little bit late to the party, but better late than never. We're also joined by JC. What's up, man?
Hey, you can hear me, right?
Yeah. Who?
Bit of a microphone. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you said that, your microphone just like stopped working for a second. And
perfect comic timing. I thought you did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There you
You seriously can't hear me?
No, we can hear you now.
We can.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch whatever you were just touching.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Yes. Hopefully mine will not crap out.
Oh, bud, you're kind of
cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll be back. I'm here.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, while James is getting all that stuff figured out, we're just going to go ahead and kick things off with some new business. And to kick things off, I would say James, but I'll tell you what. How about we go ahead and just start with Ty?
Oh, hell yeah. So I haven't really been playing anything new this last week or two so much, but I've been getting back on the Dead by Daylight grind. New update drop. Basically today or last night. There's like a ton of stuff. They redid the UI. They reworked the clown. They reworked like 2 different levels. Lots of big changes. Lots of little changes. Yeah, get in there, check it out. Still crossplay.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a chance to crossplay on our patrons game night.
Yeah. That was actually pretty fun. Like,
yeah,
it took a while to get things set up, but we did eventually get things running after a ridiculous amount of time. But yeah, we had a really fun match there, that's for sure.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
So and the new tome archive pass thing is opening up. So
okay,
it's basically like another big chunk of challenges to do, and it gives you some story if you're interested in the lore.
Okay.
Yep. Some people are really into that sort of thing.
Okay, didn't even know there was lore with the game, but okay.
Yeah, there is.
All right.
Yeah, actually, I've been watching this great YouTube channel. It's I forget what the actual channel name is called, but the video series is just called like The Lore Guy, and it's just this dude nerding out about Dead by Daylight characters, and it's actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah, so check that out. If you just find some Dead by Daylight videos titled The Lore Guy, that's it. Let's see. And besides that, I've gone back to Skyrim again.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope you have that picture ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up right now. So please continue talking.
Yes, I posted that picture on Twitter 5 years ago.
Yeah, I noticed that the date on there. I was like, geez, that's.
And I retweet it every now and then because it's still as true today as it was then. It's my favorite screenshot from any game.
It's something. Throwing it up right now.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
Yeah, what do we have here?
We have black costume Spider-Man with the Midna helmet and then the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. Just hanging out with Rash the Battletoad, just strolling around fucking Helgen or wherever that is.
Yeah.
We got some Skyrim NPC just walking by like, Christ, Not
Or
this
either that or
shit.
it's just like, hey, this is just a normal day in the life of Skyrim or whatever.
Not this shit again.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So what I have been doing over the last week, or not even like a few days, I've been fiddling around with mods,
Okay.
and oh man, it's wild.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that game this year, it's going to be 10 years old. That's hard to believe.
Yeah. And I was thinking about it. Like, it's the best way to future proof your game and make it like insanely resellable is you just have a good infrastructure for mods. Right?
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
what like aside from like changing every character in the game to like a curvy woman with huge breasts, you can also do all sorts of stuff that just updates the game, brings it up to par. Like one of the big things modders do is there's like a fan made patch. Like this infamously buggy game is now like almost bug free thanks to fans.
Okay.
And I mean like infamously buggy.
Okay.
What else is going on? And just like all sorts of cool little features and quality of life things. Like there was a mod I saw where somebody just added a feature where you can ask guards in the cities for directions.
Okay.
Right? And they'll like lead you to like whatever shop or stupid bullshit you're trying to find. Apparently that was a thing in an old Elder Scrolls game I never played, and somebody just like, hey, we should put this in Skyrim.
Huh, okay.
So that's the thing. Yeah. Update all the characters so they look better, and what else? I was kind of inspired by this incredibly funny YouTube video I watched where this dude plays Skyrim on his stream, and he had set up mods to read the voice to text output from his mic. So if he accidentally says the name of an enemy, it spawns 10 of those enemies.
Oh God.
and he would also like just constantly chat with the stream and respond to their questions, and you're trying to trick him into saying like certain words. And like the voice to text was like really lenient. Like I remember somebody asked him, hey, when you need to go somewhere, do you usually call a taxi? And he says, no. What, is this a trick? No, I just take an Uber. And then the mod says, spawning bears.
What? Okay.
Because he said Uber. I guess it read it as Uber.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, if that was the case, how the hell can they even? I would go in probably not even just thinking, well, how the hell are you going to accidentally say a creature's name or something, from Skyrim or whatever? But
I mean, the big one is like somebody said they were trying to get him to say, oh, this is really starting to drag on. To spawn 10 fucking dragons. Yeah.
I'm here, by the way. Can you hear me? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back.
That's
Jason.
good.
Yeah.
And my favorite moment was he also had a thing set up to spawn cheese whenever he said cheese.
Okay.
And it tended to happen when he said geez. And there was one time where it killed him when he was in like a small hallway and there wasn't enough room for the cheese to spawn, so it just kind of like crushed him to death.
Okay. Fitting.
Yeah. So you can find that on YouTube easily. It's just like every time I say something, I don't even remember what, but it's easy to find. Voice activated Skyrim.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, like with Skyrim, I mean, we've talked about it on the show before, obviously, for like
like everybody has played this fucking game.
Yeah. Actually, James, have you had a chance to play it at all?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, good timing for me to say I have not.
Yeah.
I have not played Skyrim. I don't think I have. Well, maybe I have for like a few minutes. I don't know.
Sure.
I do not own a version of Skyrim.
Yeah. Well, it was on sale on Switch recently, and it's on sale on everything all the time. So
yeah, like I picked up the Switch version actually from Scott. Like I bought the physical version, he got it, and then like he had it on other platforms and stuff, so I bought it from him. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, there's just something about it. I just couldn't get into it. I played for a couple of hours, and yeah, I mean, I could definitely see why people would like a game like Skyrim. I mean, there's tons and tons of stuff to do, but like I think for me with the Elder Scrolls games, I just could never really get into the combat too much. Like I don't know, it's fine, but it's like it didn't feel like anything special to me. And I think
the
that
combat
that's
is not good.
okay. Okay.
That's fine. It can be intensely funny though. I mean, you just got to get the shout where you just like blast people into like ragdoll off a cliff, and
Nice.
then it becomes good again.
Okay. Maybe that was my problem. I mean, I was still so early in the game, so like, everything is a challenge, when it comes to like fighting and crap or whatever.
No, you just like equip an axe and you hit R and things die. It's
There's that.
Yeah, it's not hard.
I don't think I'll go back to it anytime soon, but I'll try to keep that in mind unless I forget.
Yeah. So like I've just been like digging around in like piles and piles of mods, all sorts of hilarious mods. Like you can have like basically any beloved video game character like as a follower in the game. Like, you see Rash right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just do shit like that, and then there's all sorts of complicated functionality you could get into. Like, I mean, there's modding, and then there's like extreme modding where you don't even use the main executable of the game. You have to use like a script extending an executable to like go even farther beyond the modding limitations built into the game.
God.
Yeah, dude, like it gets crazy fast, and like before you know it, you're like fucking digging around with this importing like 3,000 character animations and then running a tool to like spawn the files to manifest them in the game. And then you screw one thing up and you have your character like fucking T-posing across Skyrim.
Great.
So
Ty, I'm assuming these copyright infringing characters are not available in any of the console versions, like the mods.
You
PC only.
You can use mods on Xbox and PS4, I believe. I don't know if they're like the pre-approved ones through Bethesda or not. They might be pre-approved ones only.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would highly doubt Battletoads is showing up on PlayStation.
Yeah, but maybe. I should give it a try. I'll boot up the console one sometime and see what I can get into.
Okay. We have a comment from good old Russ Greeno, friend of the show. Elder Scrolls combat is pants. It hasn't changed since Warcraft RuneScape, slashing away in the air and never feels like you hit anything.
That's what... I mean, I agree. It sucks dick. It's not the reason why anybody plays the game.
Okay.
But the shouts that make people ragdoll down a mountain, those are pretty good.
Okay.
That's like the only fun thing, really. Now let's see. So what I wanted to get into is like I hope the next Elder Scrolls game, it's even more mod friendly. I hope it is, because it's been like such a big thing for this game, and also Fallout 4, especially since Fallout 4 is a big sandbox and the main story is not good or fun.
Okay.
Neither is Skyrim's really. Like the core gameplay is just like walking towards your fucking blinking thing on your map. That's like the core quest gameplay and like Fallout 4 and Skyrim. It's not good, and like the writing is okay. The writing was atrocious in Fallout 4, but the thing is that they're like these amazing sandbox environments because they're huge. There's a ton of random stuff just to find, and modders, they look at it as an open canvas, like, oh, this game should have this, this, and that, and then it just breathes new life into the game.
Okay.
So I really want to see if they continue to go whole hog with whatever the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be. Like, will we be able to run like really complicated scripts and stuff, like that you need to do some real roundabout shit in Skyrim to do? We'll see. Make it easier to import animations and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what they showed off, they teased the next Elder Scrolls. Was that last year's E3 or was that 2019? Basically, like, hey, it's coming. and like that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's all I know is, hey, it's coming. Like,
That's
okay,
usually
enough said.
Yeah, it's usually what happens with Bethesda. And then this like some E3, they're like, yeah, and this game's coming out this year. You're like, oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Like, yeah,
Interesting if true.
Here's Fallout 76. And it's like, oh, great, thanks.
That game sucks dick. I mean, they were trying to go for like an MMO thing, and you can't mod that, and they did like this really fucked up stuff where they like banned people that tried to run any sort of mods. So that game isn't even worth talking about. It's just trash.
Yeah.
So, but I still,
I guess question mark.
yeah. So I do have high hopes. Oh yeah, there's one more mod I wanted to talk about. There's like a really popular mod for a follower. The follower's name is Inigo. He's like one of those cat man things. What do you call it?
Oh,
yeah,
the weird looking things.
Yeah, and he's got a funny accent. But like somebody made this custom character who's fully voiced and will react and tell jokes and stuff about every fucking single thing in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. So that guy's real. Check him out on YouTube. And there's a lot of like lesser characters like that. But yeah, that you like you can lose 1,000,000 hours in fucking Skyrim just like playing with one new mod after another.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to next Elder Scrolls, and I hope they go the right direction with it in terms of mods.
Well, we'll see, I guess, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool.
That'll about do it for me.
All right.
We'll probably be able to talk about some shmups and stuff next week.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, since James is here, James, how you doing, man?
Good. My audio probably sounds pretty shitty compared to what it used to be. Is it okay?
It's worse, but it's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's perfectly serviceable.
Yeah.
All right then. Cool. My headphones just crapped out literally as Danny pressed the live button. So yeah, shit happens.
Perfect.
So yeah, I've been a lot of shit going on at the moment in the real world. So unfortunately, I couldn't join the last game night, which kind of sucked. You know, I like game night, and I know you guys played Among Us, among other things, right?
Yes, that's right.
And yeah, I actually bought that, in preparation for game night, but it turns out I couldn't make it. But anyway, so this is the time when I usually, I'm wrapping up my lessons. I'm very, very busy, but we do have some good times with my students. Usually, I go to the university and play games with them. This year a little bit different because I invited my students to come to the university. I actually went to my university for the first time in a year. It was weird. I actually went physically to my university for the first time since like February 2020. So yeah, that was weird. Like the train station was like completely different. It was like I didn't even recognize the place where I usually work. I'm like, what the hell? Things have changed a lot. And maybe about like 10 students out of out of 2 classes, came, which is cool. I guess they were all gamers because they all wanted to play games with me, I guess, like physically. So we played a bit of Smash, and there were a few people who didn't have Switches but they wanted to play something. So I said, hey, I've got Among Us, I've got the Switch version, which none of them had because at the time Among Us wasn't on the Japanese eShop. It is now.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
I thought it came out. Okay, when did it come out on the Japan eShop?
Like maybe yesterday or 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, the kind of the gathering, the game party was like, I don't know when that was, like beginning of February or something. Yeah, anyway, it wasn't available. So yeah, I was like the host. I hosted it on the Switch, and then they all joined with their smartphones, which was pretty cool. And well, as you guys know, because the patrons definitely know, and probably most people listening know, Among Us is cross-play, cross-platform. Like, it doesn't matter, Android, iOS, Switch, Steam. doesn't matter which version you're playing, you can join, which is cool. I don't believe there's a Xbox or a PlayStation version, which is weird. Is that right?
Yeah, they're on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was bizarre. I was like, why is Switch the only console version?
And by the way, the Japanese version came out on the Switch in December, actually.
It did? Huh.
Yeah. I was going to say, because I bought it from the Japanese shop like before game night, which was more than 2 nights ago. So I was like, wait.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe they were searching in Romaji. Maybe it has to be in katakana. Maybe
like the page actually it's in English. It says Among Us. So like if they were searching maybe in katakana, maybe it wouldn't show up or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, it kind of popped up on the what do you call it, the news feed on the Switch. And it's like it just popped up as like a new thing. So I just assumed it was new.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it did. I remember seeing that. I'm thinking like, why is this popping up like right now?
So I had played like a couple of minutes of Among Us back when Ty first mentioned it. Whenever that was, Ty, you said like you should get it. It's free. Check it out. You can get it on your phone. So I think I downloaded it on my phone that night and then checked it out. And I was like, this is cool, but no one's on playing. So I just kind of like forgot about it for a while. But yeah, it is more fun with a controller. That's for sure. Like touch controls are, it's a little bit fiddly because it's a virtual joystick kind of situation, which is never good.
Okay, right. Okay.
Like most of the mini games are better with touch control, but the main part of the game, like actually moving, is not good with touch control. So it's kind of like on the Switch, everything's just using the sticks, which is actually not good for some of them. Where you're like connecting wires like that. That's actually not as good with a control stick. So yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like neither version is perfect.
Oh well, keyboard and mouse. That is the best of both worlds.
Oh yeah, that's I guess that would make sense. But we had a lot of fun. It was cool being in the same room because like people are like giggling. The rule is talk, like don't say like who it is until after the end. But like reading people's faces and stuff, it's kind of fun. Like somebody gets like murdered and then you kind of looking around the room like, okay, who was it? Because it's someone in the room.
Of course,
and, someone goes quiet or someone kind of smirks or something like that, but they're not saying anything. Are they faking you out? Are they are they trying to trick you, making you think it was them? So we had a lot of good kind of like mind games and stuff, which is pretty fun. Yeah. A couple of the guys they'd already played it, so they knew the rules and they could explain the rules in Japanese to people who had never played it before. But it was amazing how quickly we could just get a game going, because it's not a very big app on any device. It's like whatever, a couple of 100 megs. So that was awesome. So yeah, Among Us, great game. As Ty said, probably about 6 months ago.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Finally got around to actually experiencing it with real humans, which is pretty cool. Good party game.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't know is there a similar kind of Japanese party game? Like when I say party game, I mean real life party game. You know what I mean? A game that you play at parties. There could be a Japanese game that's similar to it, like like Find the Murder or something like, or the game where you wink to kill someone.
Right. Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing. Everyone kind of generally knows the rules.
Right.
I have a kind of weird question. Can everybody on the show right now? Can all of you guys wink?
Yes, I can wink with
easy.
This eye and this eye.
No, because my wife, she can't do it. And some other Japanese people I know too, they can't do it, and I don't know anybody that can't wink except for now my wife and a handful of other people, and I thought that was just kind of strange. But okay,
the only people who can't wink are Japanese folk.
Yeah, that I know of personally. Huh. So like, yeah.
Yeah, winking is not really a thing in Japan, is it?
Yeah.
It's just culturally, it's not a thing,
Yeah.
although ironically, in one of the Pokemon games, there was like a female character who was kind of winking. She was wearing like a swimsuit or like a bikini or something like that in the Japanese version, and then in the US version, they took out the wink. that was really weird because NOA thought it was too suggestive.
Okay,
like a girl in a bikini winking at you.
Okay,
it's so weird. Nice little localization snippet there.
Thanks, Reggie.
Check it out. Yeah, thanks, Reggie. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, that's your line.
Was that before Reggie? I don't know. Pokemon Gold, Silver. I don't know. Maybe it was before Reggie.
I think it was before.
Yeah, and I got played a bit of Smash, like I said as well. I haven't bought any of the new DLC characters from the Pack 2, because for reasons that, well, I just haven't been interested in any of them. I mean, the closest I've got is Steve, which I thought he looks really cool, but like, I didn't want to buy him piecemeal, and then, then like maybe 3 or 4 really good characters come out, and then I was like, oh shit, I should have got the fighter pass. Still indecisive about that. But I got to play against Sephiroth because a bunch of my students had him, and so yeah, I played against him, and he seemed cool. But I'm not going to buy him because I don't really care about him in general. But
sure,
it seems like a cool character. Yeah, that was it, and just the usual staples, Mario Kart, Smash, and then yeah, good times.
Cool.
That's it. Nothing else new for me. I don't want to talk about Doom Eternal again. I mean, I could, but I don't think people want to hear me talk about that again. But it's a good game. Should get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the next things on my list are games that you guys like. You guys. I'm looking at Danny and Ty. Like your games of the year. I really want to play those. So like on my to-do list for this year is Streets of Rage 4 and Hades, right? Because that's you guys talked about those games so much, so I feel inclined to play those games. So I'm looking forward to getting both of those sometime this year. It's on my to-do list.
I guarantee that you probably won't be disappointed.
Right. No, I just feel like I should play. You guys love those games so much, and it's like you guys like games that I like, so I'll probably like them.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna find some games that I like that you guys don't. I'm gonna see what happens.
Okay. Wait, games that you like that we won't like?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm sure I can come up
with
with something. Yeah.
I don't think it would be that hard. Just pick something that's like super ridiculously hard, or just something like that would just drive us crazy.
Okay. Street.
Most of the games you talk about on the show, Ty, isn't it?
Right. But they're generally fun too, even if you suck. But how about there's a game I like that I don't think anybody else does, and it's Final Fight Streetwise.
Died.
Oh, what's that 80s kind of inspired beat 'em up? Ty? It's like a remix of a remake. You've talked about it before.
Oh,
it's not Streets of Rage, is it? It's the other one. No, it's not Fatal Fury. What is it? The one that what I'm talking about? It's like it was a really good remake or like sequel to like a classic beat 'em up, and they did a really good job. And it was on Xbox 360, I guess.
Oh, River City Girls, maybe, or
no, like 360, like 80s, thrash metal kind of that kind of like retro style.
Wow. Yeah, it might have been like the Final Fight. They had like I can't forget what it was called, but it was like Final Fight. Yeah, if it wasn't Streets of Rage, oh God, what was it? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Someone in the chat will probably tell us, but I think Guillaume on RFN, he's been talking about it, but it's also like recently just come out on Switch, which is why it was on
Double Dragon Neon.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah,
that game is godlike.
Yeah, so yeah. But which one would you put over, like Streets of Rage 4 or Neon?
That is an extremely difficult decision.
All right, then. I'll let you mull on that one then.
I think Streets of Rage has like an edge by having a little bit better gameplay.
Okay, cool.
But man, Double Dragon Neon makes up for in comedy, I would say.
I do like me some comedy.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's cool that they're both now available on Nintendo platforms for the first time ever.
Yeah, and like you should have both of these games like immediately.
There it is.
All right. Well,
right, Danny, you haven't been yet, right?
No. So I'll close things out with the new business. So, actually, speaking of Sephiroth, the voice actor the Japanese voice actor for Sephiroth is actually featured in the game that I'm going to talk about, which I have already talked about on past episode, on maybe a couple episodes ago or whatever. But this is, of course, a little bit more about Buddy Mission Bond on the Switch, the new IP from Nintendo and Koei Tecmo. And so yeah, I think the guy that you're seeing on the screen right now, there's a character in the game called Aaron. He has like these claws like Wolverine, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that's voiced by the Japanese version of Sephiroth or whatever. But anyways,
check out the edgelord here.
Yeah, right.
Danny, do you remember there's two N64 games that I'm reminded of, Win Back and Hybrid Heaven.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm immediately reminded of those games when I see screenshots of this. I know it's completely different.
I think it's the storage containers that you can, I don't know, maybe lean back against.
Yeah, that's part of, like, basically in the screenshot that's happening right now. Without spoiling too much, there's a character. Well, basically somebody's kidnapped and you're trying to find this person, and it leads these two characters to this container warehouse type of a deal. But anyways, like, what I wanted to talk about, because I mean, I've made a couple of different videos on this. We have a lot of like just straight up gameplay footage of the game. We have like an English guide type of a thing to kind of give you some tips. If you want to try out the free demo on the Japanese eShop, you can do that. But by and large, I think if you're going to play this game and enjoy it, probably knowing some Japanese is beneficial, because it is really story heavy, dialogue heavy, a lot of that stuff. Most of it's voiced, so like, yeah, that's fine, but some stuff isn't. But one thing I don't think I really touched on too much the last time I talked about the game is that there is actually some moments in the game where you actually have direct control over the characters. Now, most of the time the game is, you see it in like this comic book style, with like, panels and like stuff like that, and like, noises like written out like you'd see in manga or comic books or something like that. But like here, and kind of like what's in the screenshot right now, this is actually part of like the in-game engine of like the 3D free roaming type of stuff. And yeah, you can walk around very, very limited environments and do very limited things in these type of stages and stuff. Like typically, like a lot of actions are just kind of like auto done. Like, for example, vaulting over like some trash or something like that. And there's a lot of like button commands and stuff like that too. Like I remember one point early on in the game, I found like a flashbang in a trash can, because I guess that's where you put those. And it, it came in handy later because I could use it on a couple of enemies. But like, it's not like anything, you're doing anything crazy with the controller. You just get to a certain point, you can press like the A button, or like a cutscene kind of triggers, and then it gives you an option like, hey, do you want to use this? So like, it's action, but it's not really in that sense. Like
Danny, it is quite amusing to me that this game has direct controls and action scenes. It's like a bullet point. It's like, it's a game you can actually interact with and play. It's like, isn't that every video game? Is it because this is like a, what do you call it, a visual novel kind of thing, so you just don't expect that kind of thing?
Exactly. And like, I remember seeing some of these in like the early trailers and stuff like that. So I just wanted to, just in case anybody missed out on that stuff, it is here. But if you're coming into this game thinking like, holy shit, I'm going to go on this action romp and, tear people down with like a cover shooter or something, like, yeah, this is definitely not that at all.
It's no win back.
Yeah, it's no win back. Oh my God, that game. Oh man, I rented that game back in the day. What a game. Let's just leave it at that.
Who needs Metal Gear, right?
Right. Jesus. I do kind of want to replay that game at some point, because it was just a rental for me. But at any rate, I'm trying to put together a review for this, maybe sometime here in the next week or two. I mentioned this before. I'll probably keep mentioning it a lot, but we have a cat now at my house, so it's a little bit harder to kind of like get into something where I need to kind of pay attention to the story. because if he's trying to climb into the garbage can or something, or whatever, or do something dangerous, I guess I don't have to, but I like to try to keep him safe. But yeah, so it's been kind of hard. But one cool feature, like as long as you're not like basically you can save pretty much any time while you're playing. All you have to do is press start and you can save, which is really nice, especially for like handheld mode, or like if you're in a situation like me, where you have to like maybe constantly put down the controller and go do something else. You can do that, but it kind of fucks up the flow of the story in that case. But
so this is like 100% Japan exclusive, right? This is never going to be an English version, right?
There were some interesting questions on the YouTube about this. Like somebody not really suggested, just kind of like thinking out loud. If a company were to do this, it seems like something that Nintendo wouldn't do themselves, but it might be something for a company like Xseed to try to take on like publishing duties and like localization for Western markets and stuff like that. And I could see something like that happening. It definitely doesn't seem like a priority to Nintendo. Hell, even here in Japan, this game just came out on January 29th, and I think around the same day that this was releasing, there were already commercials for Super Mario 3D World for the Switch. They kind of just brushed this one under the rug and really didn't give it too much time in the limelight. Actually, like no time in the limelight at all. I mean, it's prominent on like they're on NCL's website and stuff like that, like right now. But yeah, I should have checked to see if there was any sales numbers about this game specifically, because I am kind of interested to see how well or poorly this did. But at any rate, I'm actually really enjoying it. It's anime manga bullshit, but at the same time, if you're into that, it kind of reminds me of like Phoenix Wright in a sense. It's some kind of weird stuff going on, mystery, and you're kind of like a buddy cop type of a deal and stuff too. So if you like, kind of interesting narrative and stuff, I think you'd like this. But yeah, brush up on those Japanese skills, that's for sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And the last thing I wanted to talk about before we move on to the next part of the show and stuff, like I'm not going to talk a lot about this because I forgot to pull up some screenshots, but I just kind of want to regale you guys with some stories from good old Wrestling Empire. The wrestling game that I've already put 50 hours into, and it's been only like a month. That game, man, I'll tell you what, like, yeah, it looks a little bit janky and it can play a little bit janky, but once you get used to everything that's going on in the game, you'll be beating the hell out of people like it's nobody's business, and it's fine. But the narrative stuff in the game in the career mode it's so freaking funny. Like, and I was talking with my brother about this the other day, but it's kind of weird because people in the game can actually die. Like usually after a match or something like that, there's like a headline, like a newspaper headline. And I was facing this guy and, I just choked him until he like submitted. And then he got up after the match and then I punched him in the head. And then, whatever. And then the match ends.
Whatever.
And then the match ends and it says something like angel dust could not be recitated by the paramedics, and he passed away.
What the hell?
And I was like, what the hell?
You killed a man, Danny.
I killed a man. And then like afterwards,
outstanding.
The head of the promotion is like, hey, Angel Dust is dead because of you. And you're like, sorry. And it's kind of funny because like in the picture, you see your guy, the camera's coming in from the back. Your guy's sitting with his hands behind his head like an asshole. Just like
GG, LOL.
Like he's like, you literally killed a man. And you're like, okay. And then
you're like, walk it off, bitch.
Yeah. And then they're like, well, are you going to pay any money towards the funeral? And at that point, I was like, yes. And then in the story mode, I think about a month later, I killed another guy.
Wow.
So wait, it gives you an option. Do you want to pay for his funeral expenses? A, yes, B, no.
Yeah, basically.
Jesus.
Chip in. And I got fired from that league because I don't know why I became very unpopular after killing Angel Dust. And
right.
Then I went to like the independent.
Maybe it's because the Switch doesn't have an F key to pay respects.
That's right.
Oof.
But yeah, then I did it again. But that time I was like, I wonder what's going to happen if this time it was like $900 is all my character had to pay. And the guy's like, hey, pay $900 towards the funeral. I was like, I'm not going to do that. And he's like, if I can't trust you outside of the ring, I can't trust you inside the ring. And then let's give you like fewer matches to go or start canceling your jobs and stuff. So Yeah, I haven't really recovered from those 2 murders in my career. But that game is silly. It's fun. If you like wrestling games, even just a little bit, I think it's worth giving it a shot. There's a free demo for crying out loud. You should try it out.
Hey, Danny, maybe you should try Mortal Kombat 11.
yeah. I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
you can kill people in that game too.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, well, that is going to do it for new business. So let's go ahead and move on to a little bit of now playing at Famicast.com. Now playing at Famicast.com. Lots of stuff going up on our YouTube. A few things going up on our website. Lots of stuff going on our Patreon. And we're going to tell you all about it. So first up, Ty, do you want to talk about something that's coming up soon? We mentioned it before.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Uplink 2021. This is a big retro gaming event, and this year it's all online. We, the Famicast, are helping to kick off the event. It's February 20th. Well, it starts on February 20th. It runs for a while, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we're going to be on at 10 p.m. Japan time or 8 a.m. Eastern. So get up early or incredibly late, depending on your time zone.
Or middle of the day, or whatever.
Whatever. I'm not a cop. So yeah, our panel, honestly, 64. I am going to tell some cursed oral histories of the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh boy. You're gonna hear about some stuff.
Yeah. This is gonna be a pretty cool panel, and I'm really honored and glad that the guys at Uplink asked us to do this. I will say up front, it does cost money to be able to access this stuff right off the bat, like live and stuff. I believe it's something like $10, maybe plus taxes.
I hope you got $10.
Yeah. And it's not just for, it's kind of helps them recoup their expenses and whatever, but like it's not just only paying for access to what we have. They have like a whole slew of guests and stuff talking about all sorts of different stuff. They have some really interesting, like weird things too that I'd never even thought about. Like they have some guys from India talking about like the gaming scene in India and like what that's about.
They have cool.
Yeah, they have some like adult models that are talking about like it's like they have a really interesting group of people that are going to be at this event. I think they have some really huge names and stuff too, bigger than us, believe it or not, that are coming on to do different types of panels. So tune in to Uplink, check out they tweet constantly about stuff. Check them out on Twitter, and so you can find out some more info about the show.
I believe we're one of the few people guesting that don't have an OnlyFans account.
Well, maybe you guys don't.
yeah, there it is.
So let me tell our listeners directly, pay the $10 and I will tell you something you've never heard before in our panel.
I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, gonna be some good times. Other than that, so on the YouTube, actually, man, Ty, you have something behind you. Would you mind just throwing it up in front of the camera? It has to deal with Mr. Koopa himself.
Oh yeah, this hold on a minute.
Yeah, while Ty's grabbing that, I'll kind of like break it down. So last weekend, basically last Friday, 7-Eleven started selling some Super Mario themed food and goodies and stuff. Ty has one right now in his hands. What do you got there, Ty?
I've got the Koopa fried chicken and chili sandwich. 7-Eleven exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to throw up just looking at that.
Yeah, and I made a video about all of the different food items and stuff like that. I mean, if you guys are Famicast super fans, you've probably already watched it 5 times. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But my stomach thanks you. I did not survive. No, I tried every single thing they have on the menu, from sweets to snacks and everything in between. And they also have like some little drink toppers that you can get. I have all of them. And if you're watching the stream right now, you can see an example. These little things that go on top of like bottles. And they're really cool, like Mario themed and stuff like that.
They look really good.
Yeah, really, really detailed and really nice. I have videos detailing all that stuff. You guys should check that out. Kind of some life in Japan-y type of things there. Hope you guys enjoy it. And there's some stuff in the news that it's going to kind of mix in with some stuff that's coming up soon in terms of like stuff that we're doing on the website and YouTube. So be sure to check that out. All this and more.
And if I'm get
Wait for somebody else to say it. All right, guys. Cool. Well, I think we all know what time it is now. James, you got it in?
JAPANews. Slightly worse audio quality. Hope you enjoyed that.
I'll say that's the best one you've done in a while, man.
Okay.
But yes,
welcome.
folks, that's right. It's time for the JAPANews. This is the time of the show where we talk about all the latest and greatest comings and goings of Japan, video games, and all that stuff, or none of the above. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So with the first bit of news, I'll kick it off. Great. I wasn't even ready for my own thing there.
I like this color coordinated news, Danny. It's good.
I try a few things to be organized sometimes if I have time and can put forth the effort.
And then you can't even find your own news.
No,
Brilliant.
But so a new Densha de Go game is coming out on the Switch. This is something that we've that's the news has been known about for a while. This game is actually already out on the PlayStation 4. It came out in December, but the full title is Densha de Go Hashiro Yamanote Sen, which is like basically like run along the Yamanote line. It's a line that kind of goes throughout Tokyo. I think pretty much all of us here have probably ridden that line at one point in time in our time here in Japan. Am I wrong?
Never heard of it. Yes, everybody in Tokyo has ridden on this.
Yeah,
it's like the main line in Tokyo. It just goes around to all the major parts in a big circle.
Yep.
And if you fall asleep on it or get drunk and fall asleep on it, you'll never stop because it just goes around and around and around until literally the trains stop at like midnight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, this is coming to Switch. This is coming out on March 18th. I'm actually kind of getting a preview video ready for it. So that's something that you guys can look forward to either this week or next week. I'm just trying to think about timing about all that. But I think it looks pretty cool. Have you guys ever played any games in this series?
No, but I want the controller.
Okay.
Yeah. This is one of those wild things that, when people think about Japan and Japan exclusive things and crazy Japan controllers, this is the game they're probably thinking about. Because, you can buy literal, train controls.
Wow, this screenshot looks really cool.
Yeah, it's not just always nice sunny days. Like you can drive around the train apparently in the rain and stuff too, different weather effects, which is really neat. And like I'm still kind of doing some research for my previous video, so my news is a little bit scattershot here. But there are some features in the Switch version that aren't in the PlayStation 4 version, which I guess you'll just have to watch my video or check out the written preview to find out because I don't even know what they are yet.
Cool. Actually, Ty, do you remember that arcade I told you about where you pay like 600 yen and then you can play every single arcade game in there for free? It's like everything's on free play.
Yeah.
One a very old version of this game was there, and I believe that's the first time I ever played it because I would never put 100 yen into one of these games. But all right, if it's on free play, why the hell not?
You guys have seen the infamous Densha de Go controller, right?
Oh yeah.
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 I've almost bought it on several occasions. Well, at least one for the N64. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I kind of get one to jokingly play a fighting game on it.
It's like it's either that or Steel Battalion, right? Those are the two controllers that people think about crazy shit.
I think there was also like a sailing ship controller. I think that this was in one of my Faker Reels a while back. Faker Reel video game controllers.
Faker Reel.
Yeah.
Ooh. But I'm really looking forward to this. I kind of forgot about it, and then I saw this. It's kind of like popped up on Nintendo Japan, NCL's website. I was like, oh yeah, this thing. So, might even pick it up and do a proper review or something. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyways,
yeah,
looks
legit.
Yeah. Looks pretty interesting. So we'll see how it goes. But the next bit of news here, I'll just cover this up too because this is kind of a quickie. But there's a game coming out very soon on the Switch. This is from our pals over at Chuhai Labs. They are taking on the publishing duties for Halloween Forever, and it's coming out on the Switch this Friday on February 12th. Mark, he actually reached out to me, and I got a review code, and I was actually checking out the game a little bit today. It's really cool. It's been out on like PC for a while. It's been on PS4 and maybe Xbox for a while too. But really cool side-scrolling 8-bit like game where you're controlling this little Halloween man, and it looks like there's a bunch of like different unlockable characters and stuff like that too.
Nice.
So yeah, really tight controls and stuff. I'm really digging it. I'm gonna put up some footage on Friday. So be sure to check out YouTube to see that.
4 months too late, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, this game looks sick. I love it.
It's fun. The music's freaking amazing too, and they even have like an instrumental theme song. Because you can like run the credits like right off the bat if you want to, and have an instrumental theme song too. It's pretty cool. So,
Mark of XQ Games.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Is it better than Pumpkin Jack? Find out.
We'll see.
Famicast.com.
Very different games, but yeah. All right, JC. Well, would you take the next bit?
Oh wow, the Famicom and Super Famicom apps have been updated. Is this the first time in like half a year or something?
Oh wow, jeez, yeah.
So yeah, we're getting some new games for the online service, or as some people like to call it, Netflix, right? Anyway, on 17th of February, next Wednesday, we're getting Psycho Dream on the Super Famicom, Shin Megami Tensei 2 on the Super Famicom, and Mario no Super Picross. Oh yeah, I know that. That's got great box art. And also Solomon's Key 2 on the Famicom. Oh my god, I think did we play Solomon's Key, Danny, as like part of our first run?
We did. We played the first one. It was terrible.
Holy shit. Yeah. If you want to see me and Danny play Solomon's Key and want to kill ourselves after 5 minutes, check out a video on the YouTube channel.
And we did kill ourselves.
Yeah, right. And then the NES and Super Nintendo apps are getting some games too. They get the Psycho Dream as well. Oh yeah, it's the same game, right? Yes. Doomsday Warrior. Never even heard of that one. That sounds like a Thai game.
Yeah.
Prehistoric Man. I've heard of that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember seeing that back in the magazines back in the day, and that looks it's like Joe and Mac. It's like that kind of thing, isn't it?
Okay, one of those.
And then Fire and Ice on NES. I don't know Fire and Ice, actually. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, me neither.
An NES game, anyway.
Oh yeah, I know of that game.
Yeah. So yeah, check them out. Oh, Psycho Dream. We got the Japanese version and English versions, I guess. So
it's something that I had read on Twitter. It doesn't seem like Psycho Dream had ever seen a release outside of Japan. So that's kind of interesting.
Oh, is it one of those games where it doesn't really need much localizing? It's just just
looking at
high score at the top left, and that's it.
Yeah, looking at the screenshots right now, and even just the main menu, it's just start, continue, and then whatever that says. It's really hard to read at the bottom. Scaps. I don't know what the hell that says. But yeah, just looking at the screenshot, side scroller, beat 'em up type of shooter type of a deal or something, and looks like it could be interesting. It's cool, big sprite and stuff like that too. So.
Always nice to fool around with some Super Nintendo games you never played back in the day. So what else we got here? The other one is right
up your alley.
Thanks for choosing this one for me, Danny.
Yep.
Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. It's coming to the Switch.
And that's James saying it's about time. That's not talking about the title.
Right. Exactly. Switch and other consoles on March the 12th. The game will retail for 40 bones or 5,390 yen. Is this? I thought this was already out ages ago on PlayStation 4.
Yep, it's out on PS4 and Xbone, but it didn't come. It's coming out to next gen stuff.
Okay, but next, right? Yeah, God, I'm a generation behind already.
Yeah,
yes,
cool.
Generation 10 consoles, right?
Yeah. And actually, Ty, Russ had a question for you from the chat. He says, Ty, question, looks like I can see your Xbox One X, though, or thought you upgraded to a Series, or do you have both set up?
Yeah, that one is not plugged in at the moment.
Okay.
I just left it there, and like my One X Series X is just slightly out of frame right here. That's actually the one that's hooked up and on screen right now.
Oh, are you playing that one game that you were playing that one time? What the heck is it called? Oh my god.
Idle Champions? No,
Thank
but I am now.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And it's IDLE, Danny, not IDOL, right?
Right.
Yeah. I was thinking,
Yeah,
oh my
that-
god, did I fuck it up? No, I didn't. I like quadruple check that just to be sure.
So Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I thought this was quite a visually, technically, high game. It's weird to hear it's coming out on Switch. I mean, it's going to look very different. I am assuming it's going to look like the N64 version of the game, but
Right.
should be it should be interesting. But yeah, I absolutely hate Crash Bandicoot and would rather see it thrown to the bottom of the ocean.
There it is. We do have a nice little comment from James Allen here too. Back to the Super Nintendo and Famicom stuff too. Always get excited when new NES, SNES online games get announced. Was disappointed this morning. Never heard of any of these games. Yeah, I was kind of the same way too. I mean, with the Japanese stuff, Shin Megami Tensei, that okay, everybody knows. Well, nerds know what that is. Whether you played it or not is another thing. But yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Russ has done a little bit of Wikipedia for us here. Apparently, Fire and Ice is the prequel to Solomon's Key. So maybe that's
right.
just.
I remember that.
So it's just that is the same game. It's just that the title is completely different. That's why it threw me.
Gotcha.
Japan gets Solomon's Key too, and so does the NES, but it's just called Fire and Ice for some reason.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, Ty, do you want to take that next piece?
Yes, sir. Apex Legends is coming to the Switch. Holy shit.
All right. I totally forgot about that. Wasn't that announced like last year?
Yeah.
Who knows?
It was.
But we have a date. It's March 10th or 9th.
Yeah, 10th in Japan and then 9th in the rest of the world. Well,
right.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Whatever. Switch port is being handled by Portmasters Panic Button, the same guys that ported Doom, Rocket League, and God knows what else.
Nice.
They'll probably do a pretty solid job.
Yeah.
And it's going to be cross-platform with PC and everything. So, yeah, there you go.
Holy shit. That's good shit.
Yeah. Well, a lot of dudes playing this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Launching in the middle of Season 8. Switch users will automatically get 30 levels toward the in-game battle pass. Okay. And, and there's a physical version in Japan. That's neat.
Yeah.
For like $40.
Yeah. And you do still need to have like 20 gigabytes or more available. So like it seems like they're cheaping out on the card, or it's just a download only type of thing.
Yeah,
it's like it's like a continually updated game. So like I just updated my Dead by Daylight, and on Xbox it was like a 40 gigabyte download or 60 gigabytes. It was 60 gigabytes. So okay. I think I was basically re-downloading the entire file system. Because that happens when games get optimized. Like they make you re-download the whole thing. So there you go.
I mean, it's got the little download icon on the front of the box. That you're gonna have to download stuff. So yeah, I would assume this does not have a game card inside.
Yeah. I was trying to check out what it was saying.
What would you be able to do? I mean, if you put a game card of Apex Legends in your Switch, like without connecting to the internet, would you be able to do anything?
Yeah,
like the training mode, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like NBA 2K or even like Doom, like 2016. You know what I mean? Like where you get actually play something, but like.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't do a physical version of Doom Eternal.
Yeah, just anywhere.
So it's download only. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, for this stuff, I think especially in Japan, it's always good to have some kind of physical stuff, even for like these download only games. It's good to have this type of stuff in stores because this is still a pretty popular game. Working at schools and stuff like that, you talk to kids, they're like, "Oh man, I love Apex." It's not like a big group of kids. I mean, most kids are more kids are playing like Fortnite, but to have games like that, like Fortnite and Apex on store shelves, that's gold, man.
Yeah, a lot of my students are still playing this game. It's constantly mentioned. You know, it's their favorite game or whatever. It's the only game they play.
Yeah.
Which is pretty weird. I mean, if you think about it, but back when the Famicast started, I mean, if we were talking about like there's all these FPS games which are super popular in Japan and they're all online, it's like that just would not compute. You're like, 10 years ago, they're like, what? FPS games, online games, Japan? What? Now it's like normal. It's crazy.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this next bit of news, I'm going to take it, and Ty, feel free to step in at any time when I misspeak. But so SNK versus Capcom Match of the Millennium is headed to the Switch on February 17th, 2021. At this point, the price for the game, it hasn't been really decided, but this game originally was released on the Neo Geo Pocket Color back in 1999. And this was recently actually is kind of already available on the Switch through like this. There's a package called King of Fighters R2, which came out in July 2020. It has like I think a handful of different like pocket, Neo Geo Pocket games and stuff like that on there, but they're releasing it like piecemeal or whatever. So
not to be confused with the SNK versus Capcom that ran on the Neo Geo arcade hardware. It's a much different game. This one is much more beloved, I think. It's a great game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So, I mean, that's cool. Some fighting games getting some love, which is not the case for this next fighting game. Ty, do you want to take this next story?
Hell yeah. Fight of Gods. Indie fighting game Fight of Gods will be removed from the Japanese eShop on February 28th. Physical versions also stop being sold. They're just ending the publishing of this game in Japan due to contract expiring with Japanese publisher Kosen. But you can still buy it on like any other region.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Right. Yeah. I just thought it was interesting, and I mean, as it stands right now, this isn't affecting any other region. I mean, it could, but
wait, did they release Fight of Animals on Switch, or is that still PC only?
I don't remember seeing that anywhere. That might just be PC only. Fight of Animals.
So Ty, this game you're talking about, Fight of Gods, is that the one where Santa Claus can punch Jesus in the balls?
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Big combos.
Nice. That's not a joke, by the way. That's 100% legit.
It's like the game that got Steam banned from like Indonesia or some shit. I don't even remember which country. But this do be that game.
Yes.
Yep. Check it out.
Cool.
Oh, do it soon if you want the Japanese version.
Yeah. They probably all have the same language option, so whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right. Well, James, do you want to kick up the next bit of news? It's kind of like a two-parter.
All right, then. So we're moving on to a bit of sales data, or data, if you want to call it like that.
One is my name, the other is not.
So this is after the 9 months earnings release, 2020 fiscal year, December 30th, 2020, whatever. There's some links to the official website. I'm sure Danny's going to post it in the chat so you can all read it in Japanese. Love that.
That's in English.
So pretty crazy. The Switch. Oh man, I got to find that tweet that Liam Robertson. I retweeted one of his retweets. It's pretty hilarious. It's kind of related to this. But Nintendo Switch sold 24.10 million units through Q3 of 2020 fiscal year. Is that Japan only, or
no?
Oh, that's just globally, just for that quarter.
Globally,
just for Q3.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, wait, shit. Hold on. No,
because that's
too low
from
Q1 until Q3.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so just 2020 first 3 quarters. Yeah. Of those 24 million, 16.7 were standard, and then 7.3 were Switch Lite. So I guess that's all the people who said they should just drop the Switch and just do Switch Lite from now on because it's cheaper or something. They're wrong. And the Switch is up to 79.87 million units to date, overtaking the 3DS's 75.9 million. So it's officially more popular than the 3DS. The tweet that I'm talking about is like some kind of analyst, like what was it? I forgot the year it was, but it was like, yeah, maybe 2019, end of 2019. It was like, there is no way in hell that, Switch is going to break 20 million, something like that. They're not going to get third-party support. The games are, too expensive. The unit is too expensive. They're not going to get third-party support, and it's probably just going to like fizzle out. And then it's like, quick cut to end of 2020, and it's like fucking almost 80 million. It's like, yeah,
and like
shows what analysts know.
Yeah, and it's we've talked about this on the show before a lot, and I kind of want to reemphasize this too. I mean, I think a lot of bigger Western developers, they're always looking for like bleeding edge tech, whereas you don't see that a lot with Japanese developers a lot of the time. I mean, some of the bigger companies like Square Enix, Capcom, sometimes they do that type of stuff, but like where they've kind of made a lot of their money is kind of optimizing stuff on lower resolution platforms like 3DS, Wii, stuff like that, and now the Switch. So like, there's really not a need for like these companies to do something in like 4K or whatever. They can just release something on the Switch, and as long as it's not a complete piece of shit, it'll probably do well. But
well, yeah, because you have smaller teams. They're not going to be able to do massive 8K open world games, are they? So they're more likely to release it on the Switch, as well as other platforms.
Sure.
But they're more likely to sell on Switch, because the Switch is just such a comfortable console to play these smaller games on. If you're going to play a little Metroidvania to play on the bus, you're probably going to buy on the Switch, right? You don't need it 4K Xbone version, So I think that's why the Switch, gained a lot of traction. Those little kind of small to medium sized games. People just think, well, yeah, I could buy the Xbone / PS4 version, but I'd rather just play it on Switch. So I've got more options about where I can play it. Sure. And that just happened so much across this generation, which is why the Switch is just fucking redonkulous, Plus you get the crazy first party sellers like fucking Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Which Danny's probably going to tell us now.
Yes. Yeah, it is me. Okay, I thought it was Ty. Yeah, so some of the software highlights here include, was just mentioned, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, 19.41 million. This is just in that quarter. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 8.64 million. Super Mario 3D Collection / All-Stars, 8.32 million. Ring Fit Adventure, the game that is being scalped like a mother on resale sites and stuff like that, which is absolutely insane. 4.95 million. And then there's 29 other games that are a million sellers. 20 are Nintendo titles, 9 are from third parties. Some other games that are kind of mentioned a little bit further on down into like in the text and stuff like that. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, the Mario race cars and shit. That sold about 1.08 million, about 1.10 million. Just up until now. And Pikmin 3 Deluxe sold 1.94 million worldwide up to the end of December. So it's pretty good. And I seen somewhere too that Pikmin 3 is like the highest selling Pikmin ever in Japan. Probably the highest selling Pikmin ever. But
has any game on any of the other consoles sold like what, 19 million?
Be pretty hard pressed. I remember seeing some lists and stuff like that before, but like that's the thing. I mean, I think some Xbox fans, some PlayStation fans, they can be crazy, but I don't think it gets to the same amount of crazy as Nintendo stuff does, because it's not just the crazy hardcore fans, it's also like the girlfriends and the moms and grandmas that are like buying this stuff too.
I think if you combine sales of like a third party game like PlayStation 4 and Xbox, there could be a game like that, right?
Sure.
Right, like GTA, Minecraft, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Something like that, right? But no singular game on any of those consoles come close to that. It's pretty redonkulous. And that all of these, whatever, top 10 games, all, Switch exclusive, most of them. Well, yeah, all of them are Switch exclusive.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe Halo.
Yeah, but you could argue, so like, well, that's on the PC too, or whatever.
Yeah, nobody plays on PC.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Disappointed to see Mario 3D Collection get 8 million.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a good way to legitimately, well, it's the only way to legitimately play these games on like your Switch.
Yeah, it looks like Halo 3 got 14.5 million on 360 alone.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a big number.
Especially at the time. I mean, well, then the Wii, you know,
Yeah,
you can't even count.
That was a launch game when like people were scalping 360s.
And like you can't. I don't
GG.
think it's fair to count a game like Wii Sports in terms of sales because it was boxed in every region except Japan. That's why it
Right.
sold like almost 100 million copies or something. I think that's totally unfair to compare something like that to like, you know, a game where you have to buy standalone. That's just stupid.
Right.
But
that's a great factoid to dump on Japanese people when you say, "Oh yeah, by the way, we get it for free."
Yeah, it's the same as like with the Wii U and stuff. You know, every other region except Japan got Nintendo World.
Nintendo Land, isn't it?
Nintendo Land, excuse me.
Nintendo World's the actual real one.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing, right? Every time I'm writing either one, I always kind of make the mistake. And actually, I forgot to mention this, like in my new business, but I just bought a North American Wii U a couple of days ago on a reseller here in Japan for like not even that much, maybe USD about like $120. So like I don't know, 13,000 yen or something like that.
Finally gonna play some indie games, eh?
Probably not. I was thinking it more of like a way to maybe. Actually, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it. It was a good deal, and I was like, okay, sure.
Play Madden. Did they even release a single Madden game on Wii U?
There is a Madden on it, and I do want to play it. It's like the 2012 edition or whatever, Madden 13. But
they only did release one, right? It was like
one
FIFA game, one Madden game, right?
One, and it at the same time they did a different engine on like the PS4 and the Xbone, I think, or something. Yeah, and then the Wii U version was just kind of trash. Maybe not trash, but just like didn't have all the bells and whistles as the.
But you could like draw the plays on the screen and stuff. They had like some really cool ideas, but then they just never went anywhere.
They did that type of stuff with like the DS versions of Madden as well. A lot of cool ideas. Just people just don't give a shit. Like I'm probably one of the few people that liked playing sports games on my Nintendo platforms.
Yeah. Wii U, a lot of good ideas just flushed down the toilet. Right.
Yeah.
Switch is just there to pick them all up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of flushing down the toilets, Ty, I think we're up. You're up.
All right. All right. So, this is where we're doing our. I almost want to call it like our interim feature, the anime trash box. Is that?
That's fine.
I like anime trash, the unboxing. That's what I put in my notes. So, this week I have 4 fucking packages from the UFO catcher site. One of them just came in this morning, like just in time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna open this shit up. Like 2 of them are from Toreba, and 2 of them are from Sega Catcher, which is in the middle of rebranding. They're rebranding to Goton, which I guess is the sound a prize makes when it dumps into the return.
Okay,
that's my best guess.
That's going to have a hell of an impact on getting people from the West to try this stuff out. Huh?
I don't think you're even allowed to play it if you're from the West right now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe with, maybe it kind of depends on Corona and international flights.
Sure.
Hey, if you're not in Japan and you're getting prizes from any of these fucking sites, let us know.
Yes. Well, while Ty, I guess, goes and grabs the boxes, I'll kind of fill you guys in on what this is all about, just in case you don't know. So Ty does a bunch of UFO catcher stuff online, and they send the packages to his place, like directly. This is stuff that you guys can actually, at one point you could actually try out, and it might become available again in the future. I put links and stuff like that in the last episode, and I'm going to put it in this episode too, down in the description box on the YouTube, and also put it on our website on the site article, so you guys can check it out there. But for now, Ty is going to start opening this stuff up. Hopefully you guys in the audio version can have a good time with this too. Just make sure, Ty, just explain like what we have there too, so our audio listeners make sure they have a good explanation too.
You got it. Okay, I'm starting with the small one. It's just an envelope. This is from Sega Catcher.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to place any bets before I open this?
Dude, I wouldn't even know what to bet on.
Safe for work or not safe for work? That we should do a bet on that.
Right. I will bet you a Mario 3. No, I'm not going to bet these things away.
All right.
I'm going to say this one's safe for work.
Yeah. All right. We have an adorable anime-chan giant plush charm or small plush character, depending on who you ask.
You can do an upskirt, so.
Oh, you can see her pants, so maybe it's not safe for work.
Yeah.
Not safe for work. I get through.
Okay, yeah. I have no idea what this anime is, but I
For
got
our audio listeners, Ty is now inspecting her underpants.
He literally was.
Now I am. Okay. And I guess a shipping invoice in here. All right, so that's prize number 1 down. This adorable charm.
Right.
Yay. All right. Now
if you want to win it, what do you have to do, Ty?
Yeah, you have to go to Sega Catcher or Goton, and you have to put in some money and probably either grab it with the claw or drop the ping pong ball in the takoyaki thing.
It probably makes more sense if you actually, whatever.
Right.
This section feels like we should be giving this stuff away. It's like we're opening it and it's like, well, fuck you, it's Ty's.
Well, how else is Ty supposed to decorate his room?
Right? It's just going on the pile. All right, so let's see. This is box number 2. It doesn't seem to be labeled.
Ty's room does look more and more like a Japanese arcade.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Wait until I set up the Velix cabs. So opening this up. Okay, yeah, this one's from Sega Catcher as well. Oh, I think I remember what's in this one. This is going to be a good one.
Don't cut yourself and bleed on stream, dude.
That's another bet you can take. Will Ty cut his wrists by accident?
Right.
I'm gonna say not safe for work. This one.
Right. I have a box cutter somewhere. I don't think I've seen it since I moved. Okay, so I'm just using a dollar store pair of scissors to open these fucking boxes. Oh, all right, here we go. All right, this is
safe for work. Never mind.
This is a big plush Kazuna Ai, beloved AI/VTuber thing.
Okay.
Yeah, she's adorable. Check out Kazuna Ai. She's in this big plastic bag. Maybe I should free her sometime.
It's actually a 45-year-old Japanese salaryman in real life, but
probably.
The YouTube channel. It's a cute girl.
Right. All right. I'm opening it up so I can put this plastic bag over my head while I sleep. Yeah. Hey, it's Kazuna Ai. Oh, I think I have this character on base rig, so I could just change over to that. Go to VTuber mode.
Yeah.
If you guys remember Hamburger Day from however many years ago.
Oh, dude, that was great. You were Anime Girl too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was a 2D one. I have a 3D one now, and I can be Kazuna Ai.
Yeah.
There you go.
Please
I have a lot of Kazuna Ai. Oh, you're gonna get it next week, James.
Oh God.
Yeah. And there's one more in this box. Oh, check out this handsome devil.
Wow. He's wearing a top hat.
Yes,
what is that?
This is
train guard, isn't he? What is he?
No, this is Pom Pom Purin, a fucking Sanrio dog. And he usually doesn't have clothes. Or he has a little acorn looking thing on top of his head, but in this one he is decked out and looking swag. He's got a top hat, a silk tie. Right? I mean, boys have swag, gentlemen have class. That's what this guy is right here.
Yeah, nothing but class. White jacket, little kind of fat dog. I mean, hey.
Yeah, the little fat dog. That's what he is. Yeah, and his name is Pom Pom Purin.
Okay.
All right, he goes in the pile.
And he's the Fighter Pass character number 5 in Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now I have another big empty box to deal with. All right. Here we go. Slightly larger box. Package 3 of 4. All right, this one is from Toreba.
Okay.
Let's open this guy up.
Well, it's probably just going to be another soft, cuddly toy, isn't it?
Maybe it's 10. Maybe it's full of pure Colombian cocaine. You never know. That's why unboxings are so exciting.
Where's all the booby figures that you used to have, Ty?
Oh, just you wait. Just you fucking wait.
Gotta get at least one of those every episode.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I won this. This is awesome.
It's a body pillow. Nice.
This is a big plush pillow of an adorable cat.
That's a pink cat.
Yeah.
Is it Pink Panther?
Cat drugs?
No, yes, cat drugs. No, this is Torita, the official mascot of Toreba.
Okay.
Who are definitely not paying me to promote their site on our stream. They should really start, though.
They should be, yeah.
Right.
I'll get someone on the horn and we'll get that worked out.
Yeah, I think they give you free play tickets if you like shill it on Twitter, like whenever you win a prize.
Really? Dude, we should. Okay, maybe I'll try to look into it. Be like, yo, we talk about you guys on our show.
Yeah. Well, I have all the clips of all the prizes that I've ever won saved. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking I make a compilation and we could put it up on the channel to like funny music.
Yeah.
All right. Or maybe I'll just go ahead and do that and like not tell you guys about it.
If it just gets you more free plays or whatever, dude, just do it.
Check it out. These ears are actually separate here.
Okay.
It's adorable. This really appeals to the 12-year-old girl in me.
That sounds wrong on so many levels.
Or so right, depending on who you talk to.
Right. Okay. One more box. This is the big one.
All right.
I think I remember 2 things in here out of 4. I think there's 4 things in here.
Knuckles body pillow.
If that's one item, I'll be shocked. That's pretty big.
I'm pretty sure this is 4 because when you ship a big shipment, they also give you some bonus play tickets.
Okay. I see you've lost your scissors and you're now using a nail.
Yeah, screwdriver.
Okay, yeah, screwdriver.
Scissors. This was like right next to my hand, so I just grabbed it.
Okay. I literally thought it was like a nail. It's like that seems safe.
No, it's a little Phillips head screwdriver I used to maintain my computer.
Okay.
And various other things.
I was going to say, you don't use it to make furniture in your house, which you probably should.
Yeah, I probably should. All right, we got paper. We got more cats.
Okay, the mascot again, the pink cat for Toreba.
There's 4 of them.
Okay, they're not the same.
No, there's 4 Toreba cats. I forget their names, but like the darker pink one here in the background, that's the main mascot, Torita. He's got 3 friends. Okay. One is the white cat you see back there. One's this light pink cat. Right, I'm not going to open this up. You can see what it is. It's another cat. And the 4th one is the orange cat. So
gotta catch them all.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Yes, I have caught them all. I have all 4 Toreba cats. I have completed the set. I have completed Exodia and instantly win the game.
Nice.
All right.
You got the shiny one as well. That's super rare.
Yeah.
We also have a quick comment here from Little Tokyo. Oh my god, I forgot his other name. He says, "Hey, this segment is my favorite segment. Hello, gang. Hey, thanks for the comment, man.
Oh, cool. Somebody likes it.
Yeah.
All right,
Russ, great pillow.
All right. Now we got 2 more things in here. All right, here we go. This is what James has been waiting for. This is the anime schoolgirl figure. I have no idea who this is.
Wearing an extremely short skirt while bending over slightly.
Yeah. none of the photos on the box show any other angles, so I'll just leave it to your imagination.
Right.
I could open this up.
or
later.
till you post pictures on your Twitter later.
Okay. All right, and I got one more. This is one of the ReZero figures. It's like a fairy tale theme one. So I guess she's supposed to be dressed up like Maleficent. I guess.
Maleficent, yeah.
Yeah, Maleficent, yeah. So yeah, there's some shots on the side of the box for you.
Oh, God. Just close up of the boobs. Yeah,
they're appealing to. They know what they're doing.
They do know what they're doing. Oh, this box is pretty big.
Yeah.
All right.
I just posted in the live chat too some links to Sega Catcher and to Toreba. So if they ever open up, well, wait, you said one of them isn't okay. Whatever. But anyway, just check them out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Someday. And like you can just straight up play. There's like a free practice booth on Sega Catcher, and Toreba gives you like free plays every day. So I mean, you can try them out, see if they work on your device. I actually tried the mobile app on Toreba for the free time, and it gave me like 5 free tries for trying the mobile app. And it's functional, but I like the precision of doing it on a desktop.
Sure, yeah.
Because, and precision wins prizes.
Yeah, Russ had a good question here too. How much does Ty spend on UFO catchers per month?
Oh.
You don't have to tell if it's too embarrassing.
I don't actually know, but it's actually not that much. Like during basically the whole Corona pandemic, I've just been like throwing my money in a pile in the bank and not really doing or buying anything fun. So I spent a little on UFO catchers, but mostly I just try to get prizes with my like daily free tries. Yeah, like I think if you've ever paid or shipped something with Toreba, I forget which, like it basically doubles your free prize tickets. Like right now, I'm just getting like 5 free tickets a day. Yeah, I actually won something earlier today with my free tickets. That guarantees at least one thing you're gonna see next episode.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the answer, Russ, is $2,000.
Yeah, $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Not really.
Cool.
Wow, this is a nice big box. I can put all.
Wait, is there more
stuff
in there?
Nope, just a shipping notice. That was the last thing. How many prizes was that? That
was a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, that was like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 prizes, I think. Yeah. Ty's Unbox Therapy.
Yeah, Metal Mike, rip garbage bag of goodness. Welcome Ty's Unbox Therapy.
It's fun. It's like Christmas every other week.
Yeah.
It's Christmas for you guys because you have no idea what's going to be in here, and it's Christmas for me because I can't remember what happened 2 weeks ago.
True, and I'd say we don't have to worry about like picking this shit up either.
Oh yeah,
it's just like Christmas, like when you're a kid, you open up everything. There's shit, garbage all over the place, and opening everything up, and your parents help you clean it up, and you don't.
That's how I live year round.
And
Yeah.
hopefully then lives in the cardboard boxes later, so
yeah,
it works out.
Yeah,
that's right. Like, so, yeah, maybe I can get more of the stuff on display in the background and look like a huge, shameful dork, like even more than you guys. That might be fun. Like
life in Japan question, Ty. When's your cardboard recycling day? Mine's tomorrow. How exciting!
Good shit. I don't actually know. I've been just saving all my boxes. I haven't actually thrown out my cardboard. Like I have a decent storage space. I've just been breaking down my cardboard and like stacking it up in case I ever need to like move again.
Danny's a guy who knows when his cardboard recycling day is, I bet.
Every 2 weeks on Fridays.
There it is, boom.
Yep.
Right.
I have to be the Gomi Toban, the Ami Toban, like the guy in charge of like the garbage net like 2 times a year. It sucks. And we're gonna have to be like the neighborhood. We're gonna have to go ahead and like go around the neighborhood in a couple of years and like pass out fucking papers to people about random bullshit. Not looking forward to that.
And the one time Danny's in charge, it's like sets on fire and
I'm just gonna
causes
put
that.
everything in English. And just be like, you know what? Fuck you. No.
You know what? Like that's the header.
Yeah, this is the entire year's worth of stuff right here. Boom. No. All right.
Right.
Well, Ty, thank you for sharing your trash with us. We really do appreciate it. I hope
yeah.
you guys out there enjoyed it too. And,
Available now.
Available now? Question. Yeah.
but we're gonna go ahead and move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that about the show, feel free to hit us up. You can hit us up via email at thefamicast@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter at thefamicast. You can hit us up on YouTube if you're not watching right now. Just go to youtube.com/thefamicast and you can find us and have your comments or questions right out on the air like these guys. So I'm going to tackle some YouTube stuff today, just a couple of different comments. And if James can get it pulled up, maybe we can have a couple of things from Twitter. Do you have stuff pulled up already, James?
Yeah, I just opened it now. And
okay.
Yeah, there's some good stuff here. Do you want me to read something?
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right then. Well, Danny, you've been posting a lot about the Nintendo food, right?
Yep.
So got a lot of stuff about that, and also the Uplink Virtual Con this February 20th. They've been tweeting stuff and mentioning us. They're hyping up our segment. We appreciate that. They did a little poll asking what the favorite aspect of the N64 was, and most people chose the 4-player split screen option. Good choice. Patrick Ardron. I think we mentioned him before.
Yeah.
Cool guy because somebody, Cynthia Johnson, who's got a blue check account on Twitter, so she must be important. She said, "Curious, what's your favorite podcast? I'm looking for some new daily listening," which is always a dangerous thing to do on Twitter because you're going to get like 5,000 nerds saying, "Well, I have a podcast and you should listen to it." But Patrick did that on our behalf. Thanks, Patrick. He said he's got several of his favorite podcasts, whatever, and the Famicast, to name several. I'm not going to read out the other ones. Screw those guys. James Allen, I don't know if he could be in the chat right now.
He was and might still be.
Okay, cool. He's asking, all this food looks surprisingly good. What are the chances of a video tasting review, Danny?
It's up there and ready.
Available now. What else we got here? Which of these titles left the greatest impact? I like this. This is the Uplink guys again. Superman 64, Smash 64, Mario 64, or GoldenEye? Well, obviously the answer is Superman 64, of course.
Obviously.
Have you actually played that, Danny?
Yeah, I have. Okay. I don't own it, but there was a used game shop that was attached to like a rental store, and they had a copy, and I knew the guy who ran the games area, and I was like, "Hey man, can I like try this out?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Yeah, it was bad, but like not as bad as what everybody said it was. So like I was kind of surprised. Like, everyone said it's like an unplayable piece of shit, and it's like, what's playable? But it's a piece of shit.
Ty, Rich, friend of the show, he says that that second image is cursed. He's referring to your Skyrim picture, I think.
Oh yeah, cursed. It's blessed. Like you like I think Danny mentioned earlier. Like I tweeted that like 5 years ago, and it was like already old then. But I'm just gonna keep retweeting it like every year.
You should,
because it is to date like the best
Lives
screenshot in any game ever.
Yeah,
make it the thumbnail for this episode.
It can be in there.
The Ty, you tweeted out getting some hype for your UFO section, and Pinkish Dawner and Metal Mike are excited. Metal Mike says, "How exciting! Openings fueled by Monster Energy." I guess you left one of your Monster Energy cans in the photo there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Pinkish Danya is the person that ran the Gamer Takes Twitter account, and is a fellow champion video game gimmick account Twitter operator. So
nice.
Yeah, shout outs to them.
And then last one here from Jason Mabone. That name is very familiar. Yeah. I feel like he's had his emails read out on various podcasts across the years.
Ours, I know that for sure. Pretty sure. Now you say that I'm pretty sure he was.
He asks, how many of the Densha de Go games have you all played? I think they're great, but I don't own a current or last gen console to play the latest game on. Yeah, well, I kind of mentioned it in the show today, but like, yeah, I played the arcade one. the games on these graphics, because they map like the whole of Tokyo, or like sometimes other parts of Japan, like the graphics are like very, very low res, because usually the viewpoint is like you can see for miles, but like the textures are super, super low res, so to keep the game running up to speed. Or even then it doesn't actually run quite quickly sometimes. So yeah, they're not the greatest looking games, but yeah, that's new Switch one looks all right.
Yeah, and like I said, it's also out on the PS4. Seems like it looks okay. They have like a trailer that you can watch. Oddly enough, it's on YouTube, but you can only see it. It's unlisted, so you gotta go to like this URL at Nintendo Japan's website, and you can watch the video from there. I don't know why the hell they did that, but
hashtag Japan.
Yeah.
Danny, over to you. YouTube's, I guess.
Yep. So there's a couple of different comments here. One from Josh, our good buddy, on the Japanese exclusive 7-Eleven Mario snacks and sweets video. He says, "Hey, thanks a lot. Now I'm gonna go have to try that Koopa Karaage sandwich and the Fire Flower Mung. But man, there's no way I'm eating that Mario sandwich. I don't know how you managed to keep it down. Yuck." And again, yeah, Ty right now has the Koopa chicken, well, the Karaage spicy chicken Karaage thingy.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna eat it like right after we stop recording.
It's good. I would suggest put some cheese and mayo on it, and dude, it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah,
it's actually that's pretty spicy, but I hate being this guy, but please check out the video. But yeah, Josh keeps going on. He's like, also that 7-Eleven looks awfully familiar. I'll be sure to avoid it if I want to find these bottle toppers, which I have a lot of too, and a video about as well. But yeah, then he kind of just goes on about there because some jerk went and bought all of them at the 7-Eleven. That might or not be the same one I go to. But anyways, yeah, and just a couple of other things here too. There's a comment on the Persona 5 Strikers review that we have, which is actually the game is coming out very soon. I think on the 18th or really, really soon in the West on PS4, maybe Steam, and then the Switch. And God, this is from Kevin. God, the graphics look bad compared to Fire Emblem Three Houses. As in, when are they? Whatever. So it's like, why are you comparing this game to like Fire Emblem Three Houses? Like, I'd say maybe tip your expectations for like a warrior.
Anime in it.
Yeah, I guess. But like, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think that's mainly like the big stuff. There's a lot of different comments on a lot of different things. Just a shout out. I just kind of want to shout out something I've kind of forgot to do. Our good buddy Lemonade, he has a YouTube channel, and I think we might have mentioned it before, but I think you guys should check it out. He's got a lot of cool stuff up there. He puts some gameplay stuff out there every once in a while. He might be the only one, has a lot of like Engage footage. I'm talking like, Engage, the cell phone.
Nokia Engage. Console. Let's go.
Dude, he has so many videos about the Engage. It's great. Like, I remember watching one about, I think it was a Call of Duty or Medal of Honor. It was crazy to see a game running like that. There's a lot of cool stuff on his channel. You guys should check it out. I'll have it linked up below. But yeah, I've been wanting to mention that for a while, and I think I just forgot, and I feel like an asshole. But yeah, you guys should check it out. So yes. So right.
Tanya, there's a whole bunch of like Japanese exclusive Switch games coming out this year. It's weird, isn't it? Got the Oh, it was the Momotaro thing. Was that last year or this year?
Yeah, last year.
That was last year. Persona Strikers as well. Well, that's now in English.
Right.
Forgot this. What's it called again? The Buddy Mission Bond thing.
Buddy Mission Bond. Yep.
Yeah. Is the Famicom Detective game coming out this year?
Well, it got pushed back to this year, so we're just kind of waiting for an update on that because it was supposed to come out in 2020. Obviously, that didn't happen. But yeah, they're looking at a 2020 release for that. So that seems, in a similar vein to like a Phoenix Wright and also kind of like a buddy mission type of a deal too. So if you're into, adventure games and stuff like that are probably only going to be in Japanese, keep it locked here to the Famicast. We're going to be talking about it on the show. We're going to be having a bunch of videos about it probably, and so be sure to check all that stuff out. So,
and brain training still not in America, is that right?
Still not in America. That's insane.
Weird. That's going to be like one of those legendary games that never gets released, isn't it? There've been a couple over the years, haven't they? Like, was it the European version of brain training on the 3DS? Like, came out like 5 years after the other ones or something.
It came out in 2017 or 2018. It came out.
Oni training, right?
Yeah, Oni training. Yeah.
It's going to be one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, as the Switch Pro comes out, they release it in America.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we're just about ready to close up the show here. I'm going to this one question. Retro Gaming Systems Collector asks here, gentlemen, have you picked up Akira for the Sega Genesis yet?
On my to-do list.
Yes, that's right. I think mine too. Heard it's a great game. I'll just maybe leave it at that. But all right.
Akira. Didn't even know Akira had a video game. That's cool.
I didn't either. But all right. Well, I think that's actually going to do it for Famicast 191. We're going to go ahead and give out our Twitter handles and like all that type of stuff. So if you want to follow me, Danny, you can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV. James?
Cool. At Famicomplicated. It's right there on the screen.
Right. And Ty?
Super Cat Drugs. Every time Killer Instinct is on sale for $10, you can find out about it on my Twitter. It's for sale for $10 right now, by the way.
All right. What do you have like some kind of script set up or something?
Yes. Keats pays me in KI gold.
All right. Well, like I said, that's going to do it. Of course, guys, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys out there in the live chat that have been keeping us company. We appreciate that. And if you're listening to the audio version, hope you guys enjoy the show. And yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode of the show. Until then, the next show that we have is the Uplink panel. So if you can join us, please join us. Love to talk to you guys there too. So
happy Valentine's Day ? Was this the Valentine's Day episode, but we didn't mention it once?
Yeah, and actually, more importantly, the 11th, which is tomorrow, is National Foundation Day in Japan. So
brilliant!
Happy!
Oh yeah, I love
everyone.
foundations.
Yes. All right. Well, that's gonna do it, guys. So we'll catch you later. Thanks again. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.